I will say, I visit a lot of Protestant faiths, and there's one close here that I like to go to that's a non-denominational kind of church. And even and by the way, Mormons don't like to be called Mormons anymore.
I know.
They
Oh,
want to be
That's right.
right.
called they want to be called Christians or Latter-day Saints or
Mhm.
members of the Church of Jesus Christ or members of the Church of Jesus Christ or Latter-day Saints. But it's just such a mouthful. When we grew up, there used to be campaigns of I'm a Mormon, and we use the
Yes.
term freely. So I'm going to use that term, but caveat for my Mormon friends so they're feeling
Yes.
respected. But I've had what I would describe as spiritual experiences in the Mormon tradition where I felt the love of God, but I've also had it going to this church down the street one time where I prayed and I said, "Hey, I felt kind of betrayed. Like I don't know if I trust," because my point earlier was that everything is coming through me as the receptacle of the experience, which means that I'm always interpreting it to mean something based on a story or an assumption that I have about it. Um, and so I think we all do that, but we don't even realize that there's the assumption behind it. But I went to this church and I had been going through a lot of hard things and I was just feeling low and sad. Um, but I just had this overwhelming feeling of the love of God, that God loves me and my, tears are coming down. And luckily it was sort of a dark room because I felt like, self-conscious about it. But that was an experience where I felt that connectedness, that sense of the divine. Now I could say, well, that was God, that God is love. And of course, but I could also say, well, that was me projecting or whatever it is. But I'm okay not knowing. I just know that that felt amazing and it was a sort of a healing experience for me. And, I love that others have those experiences in the Jewish faith or in, whatever it may be. So I don't know. It's,
But you
it's an
do
interesting
know.
topic.
But see, you do know. That's the mystical path. Is like you do know this one thing. You don't have to know some ontological truth
Mm,
about God, but you
mm, mm.
know that you have this experience. The only way we get information is through our experiences. So there's
Yeah.
no other option,
Mm,
right?
right. It's the
And so
fruits of the thing.
yeah,
The
it's the
two
fruits of the
things,
thing.
if
That's what I think I
to write
know.
them down, I'm
So
going to
I
forget
know the
them.
fruits. The fruits are
Yes.
good,
Yes.
which to me is like by their fruits you shall know them and plant a
Right.
seed and all of
Right.
that kind of stuff.
Right.
So,
So you know the fruits of the thing, and that's the core. And then the thing doesn't, for you, have to just be, the Church of Latter-day Saints. It can
mm,
also be another place. In other words, the thing is trans-denominational
yeah,
for
yeah,
you. Yeah.
yeah. Sometimes I think of it like exercise. You may be into yoga, you may be into spin behind you, some others may be into weightlifting or running, and no one's really arguing about having the true exercise. We're just
Yeah.
saying this exercise is wonderful and I feel great afterwards and I feel better in my body and all the things. And I would love it if religiously we could do that where it's like, I don't know,
Yeah.
but this feels really good and I
For
want to
me.
share it if you want,
Yeah.
but you don't have
Yeah.
to.
That's great. A great analogy.